Hey, good morning guys. Andy Quadro here with Brian. We're in the back here where most of the technical questions and testing and things of that nature happen. How you doing, Brian?
Very good. How you doing this morning?
Doing great. So we're shooting a quick video just to kind of introduce Brian. I know there's a lot of phone calls that come in. I wanted you to kind of put the name and the face together. So when you reach out and Brian calls you back, this is him. And he's going to walk you through basically the protocols, what happens with RMAs, the process, so that you understand that we do want to get back with you in a timely manner. And the most important thing that we want to highlight here is, aside from the great hardware that we have available to you guys on fuel management systems, the back-end support is just as important, and it is there, and I want you to realize that, and I want you to kind of make sure that it's in the back of your mind. When you do need something, we're here to support you. We have documentation available online as well, but more importantly, we have people here that are passionate about what we do, especially on the fuel management side. So I'll let Brian kind of expand that out a little bit.
So most of the time you just get an RMA number. You have to explain to the receptionist what's going on, where the RMA is located, and then we'll assign an RMA number to you. We'll open a ticket, and then that's whenever you get transferred to me. And we'll figure out what's going on and what's the best way to help you, because all of them are really individual. So it's really there's no generic way to do it. It's really however we can best help our customers. So we're just trying to figure out whatever we can do to get you smoothly operating.
Right. Perfect. So what we're going to do next is we're going to, I've asked Brian to kind of walk us through one of the most common questions that we get, and I think it has to do with wiring the system. Is that right, Brian?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why don't we jump on that next?
All right, so we're going to wire up the Superbox today and hook it up to your existing systems. So it's pretty basic, not way too hard. You do need a dedicated line though. So we're going to get our power first. You got to get the power going to the box. You wire it up here at the bottom. And this is your bottom port. We got a leg, your physical earth, which is ground, and your neutral. We run it off of a 110, and it can go up to 210, 220, depending on where you're at. Generally, if we have higher electricity, we want to use a contactor in between, but for the most part, everybody runs 110. Alright, so this is for your pump. This is what we wire up to the contactor, and we have 5 different ones. We have 5 separate ones for each possible pump location, because this one has up to 5 dispense points, and so it has 5 separate ones. And these 5 right here, these are for your meters, and they coordinate. You got the 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4, 4, 5 and 5. This is what we're wiring up to your contactor right now, which leads to your pump. We don't want to directly wire up the pump to it because it can send feedback to our board, and it can only handle up to 5 amps. Right, so this is your existing power to your cord, to your pump. This cord right here. Well, now we wire it through a contactor. We need to wire it through a contactor so that way we don't get any residual feedback from the amps being put off once the pump's being turned on. Anything too high, it'll burn it out. So we just cut the wires, put them in, and then you put it into your first socket for pump 1. And then we wire up the board back to it. And then put the power to the board.
So the power goes on the bottom left, right?
Yes, sir. So we have power incoming here. It then runs through a jumper, and it comes to the top of the board.
So we got power at this point.
Yep, so we have power to the board. And so what happens is, you'll come in here, you'll enter in the codes that we select. Right now it's the general 1, 2, 3 for your vehicles. You then select your dispense points, whichever dispense points we hooked up the contactor to for your pump. In this case we used 1. We have the power coming into the top of the contactor. Then we have this, which activates the contactor. That will then push down, sending the power out of the bottom to your existing pump.
To your existing pump.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. So, Brian, I appreciate you taking time this morning to kind of show us, the correct way to wire this stuff. I know this is a common question that comes from customers. So, as you can see right behind me is a Superbox mounted on a little stand. This is another option that we have for customers, but I wanted to kind of show you what the finished product looked like. You understand now how to wire the system, which is important. We have a wiring diagram as a PDF file available to you guys. Just ask for it or go to our website and download it. But anyway, it's important to follow those instructions. We do have training in-house every couple of months, so inquire about that as the opportunity or as the need comes up. So I appreciate you guys this morning watching. We're going to do a little bit more of these videos, more technical stuff to kind of facilitate and help those of you that are starting to kind of install the systems and understand how the systems work in itself. They're extremely robust, work extremely well. A lot of package built into them right out of the gate. No nonsense, plenty of memory, plenty of drivers and vehicles, several means of communication back to the software, whether it's USB, LAN, Wi-Fi, and we have a lot of great little tricks coming down the pipe here for this summer. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.